Perhaps you've been wanting a Grand Seiko SBGY013 Snowflake, but maybe it wasn't thin enough for you, or maybe the power reserve indicator on the front bothered you. Or perhaps you've been after an SBGY007 Omiwatari, but the dial wasn't white enough for you, and you were torn between this and the Snowflake, or just wanted a bracelet equipped on it. Well, your dreams have been answered, because now we have the SBGY013, which is a silvery toned version of the Omiwatari that is on a steel 9-link bracelet. If you aren't familiar, this piece is called the Omiwatari because it represents long ridges on the ice on Lake Suwa when it freezes over, which they call where the gods walk out over the ice, or Omiwatari. But will you just order the bracelet and put it on the original Omiwatari, or is this silvery toned version which is already equipped the one for you? Let's find out. What's up everyone, it's Chris with the Little Treasury channel. Welcome back. This is where we bring you original and in-depth watch content at least once per week. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be alerted as soon as we upload. I'm from Little Treasury Jewelers, which is located in Gambrills, Maryland. And it's where you go when you're in the know. As always, the watches that I review are for sale and can be purchased, so please see the description below to contact us. If you're just joining us now, I'll go over the watch's detailed measurements and features, and then I'll offer my personal opinion at the end. In our last video, I reviewed the G-Shock MTG B3000 Flare Red Limited Edition, and I don't care what kind of a collector you are, everyone should be able to appreciate a G-Shock and have one in the collection, so I will be doing more G-Shock content in the future. This is a really fascinating and fun piece, by the way, so make sure you check this one out. Wrist check time. I have my Grand Seiko SBGY013 Snowflake on today, and as you know, this is always a fantastic choice to have as a white dial piece in the collection. It has all of the great Grand Seiko facets like the texture dial and titanium case and bracelet, and of course the spring drive. I love mine. Now tell me which watch you're wearing while you're watching the video, and make sure to tell me why. Now let's get on to the features. My measurements for the SBGY013 Omiwatari are a 38.3mm case width, a 10.3mm thickness, a 43.2mm lug to lug, a 19mm lug width, a 32.4mm crystal diameter, and weighs in at 117.41 grams. The case is very rounded looking and has Zaratsu finish on the bezel and upper portion, with a very small area of matte finish on the sides. The sapphire crystal is domed and should provide a decent level of protection for the bezel. A non-screw-down crown can be found at the 3 position and has the GS logo on it. The dial is in a silvery tone, which is meant to be the color, feel, and texture of the snow-covered ice on Lake Suwa, and the texture is absolutely noticeable. In the top middle portion, you will find the GS logo in silver with Grand Seiko below it in black. The dial markers are elongated angular shapes, which are all the same besides the 12, which has a double marker. A minute grade can be found in black between the dial markers and is very subtle. The hour and minute hands are Dolphin style and are very elongated with the second hand in a deep blue color. Spring drive can be found at the bottom middle portion all alone in black. The case back is open and has a very subtle ghost lion emblem in the center. It shows off the beautiful 9R31 movement with the power reserve located at the top right, which is one step closer to what you'll find in the Crador EG2, but with the 9R31, you'll have a 72-hour power reserve due to the dual spring barrel versus the 60-hour on the Crador, but of course much different in decoration. The 9R31 is manually wound and is accurate to 1 second per day or 15 seconds per month on average. If you aren't familiar, the spring drive signature is a completely smooth second hand that glides across the dial, which is controlled by an electromagnetic braking system. The bracelet is a 9-row style and is a combination of matte and Zaratsu polished links that gives off a mesmerizing effect. It has a folding pusher clasp with GS signed at the top and no micro adjust. The SBGY013 Omiwatari is splash resistant. In other words, it's 30-meter water resistant, so just normal wear here, and it's ready to remind you of the silvery frozen Lake Suwa for $9,000. Now for my personal opinion. So this is a tough situation because I really do like this piece a lot. And I think that this bracelet is very comfortable and well made. It has great articulation and a mesmerizing look when it catches the light. The question I have here, and I'm not even sure honestly, is do I like this better than the SBGY007 Omiwatari? And I will say the answer is as they come, yes I do. However, if the 007 had the bracelet on it instead, I think that my answer would be the 007 instead. Because I think that the blue is a bit more fascinating, and thankfully, if you want that option, we can get this bracelet for you. If you need a whitish or more neutral dial though, the 013 will be the better option. However, the 007 is still going to be pretty neutral if you get the bracelet for it anyway. Either way, this is a remarkable case that is very thin and fits great on smaller wrists, especially my 6.5-inch wrist. And I will go ahead and recommend this piece to anyone who is interested in a refined, eye-catching dress watch to dress casual piece, or would like a neutral dial Grand Seiko to add to your collection. Thanks for watching today, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you did, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share with all of your friends and your family members too. I look forward to seeing you next video.